Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Now then, over the last 3 weeks or so, Mrs Rathbone and myself have been watching reruns, well actually binge watching, Buffy the Vampire Slayer from the late 90s, because we used to watch it back then too. So I thought to myself, wouldn't it be fun to make my own Mr Pointy? Mr Pointy being the stake that Buffy uses now and again. So I decided to make my own, so let's go and see how I did it. Wow. And here we have the finished article. What do you think, guys? Nice and comfortable to hold, like so. Nice sharp, oh! Yeah, nice sharp point on there, as you can probably see, I hope. Ideal for spiking vampires. The length of this point here is round about 5 inches or so. That being about 130 millimeters roughly, we'll call it. So that makes it completely illegal to carry in this country, because knife blades in this country are only allowed to be 3 inches or so long. Here is a very fine example of a UK legal carry blade. Non-locking, slip joint. It's got about a 70mm blade on there. So as you can see, this thing here is like way too long for legal UK carry. So what kind of a Mr Pointy, what kind of a stake would we be allowed to carry in this country for slaying vampires? Well, I've thought of that one and I've made one specially. And here it is. As you can see, it's got a little 3-inch point on here, and also a specially rounded point. Check that out, guys. Specially little rounded point so that you can't hurt anybody with it. Because let's face it, here in the UK, you're not supposed to hurt people anyway. And doubtless there would be, if vampires were real, there would be an organisation to protect them under the vampire rights, no doubt. And the same thing would exist for zombies if they were about to. There would be the Zombie Protection League too. So that this is, you know, this is the sort of thing you would be allowed to EDC here in the UK to defend yourself against vampires. I mean, you could give them a nasty jab in the ribs, probably cause a little bit of bruising, and it might put them off. They might run away, but somehow I doubt it. All right then, guys. So that's my homemade version of Mr Pointy, the vampire killing steak, and also the much safer British legal carry. And yes, I am waiting for comments from Safety Sally and anyone else who thinks, you know, killing vampires is against the law. I do realise they're not real though, but there will be people out there who don't like the idea of someone carrying around something like this here to defend themselves against vampires. This is more like it, as I say, you know, you could cause them a nasty bruise on the chest or something. They might back off, but I doubt it somehow. Okay then, everyone, please let me know down in the comments below if you've had need to slay vampires of late. I haven't seen many around the UK or around where I live lately. It's the same with zombies. I haven't seen any of those either. But as I say, there's bound to be some organisations out there set up, most probably by the government and the authorities, to prevent you from harming vampires and zombies. Because, you know, here in the UK, heaven forbid if you should hurt anything. Alrighty guys, well, thanks for popping over to Rathbone Manor. Thanks for taking a look at Pointy, the Mr Pointy, the vampire steak here, and its safer UK cousin, Mr Not So Pointy. Alrighty guys, thanks for popping over, and thanks for watching.